What's going on, everybody? This is Odell Bazell, and I want to welcome you to the Big Fish Little Pond podcast. This is something that I've been working on for a long time, and if you are listening into this or if you're tuning in, this is definitely going to be one of the first episodes or one of the first ones that you hear as it relates to me using the name Big Fish Little Pond. Today, as of this recording, is Wednesday, and often I focus a lot of my attention on one-liners. I call them One-Liner Wednesday. So as of this recording, it's One-Liner Wednesday. When you're listening to this, it might not be Wednesday, but either way, I want to share with you. I had a super enlightening coaching call. I have a lot of coaches right now. I have two, one for my speaking business and one for marketing. So I have a marketing coach who has done over $500 million online, and he's just a phenomenal dude. His name is Alex Mondosian. He charges a lot, so I'm not like plugging his name to get you to join his coaching program. I just want you in your spare time to look him up. He's got an outstanding podcast called All Selling Aside. But I was talking to him yesterday, and he dropped a couple one-liners on me I want to share. And again, this podcast is all about you dominating your market. And the thing that he said to me, and I want to share this first. He said there's no such thing as competition. There's only cooperating. There's only cooperating. And the reason why this came up is because I have an all-in-one marketing system called Kartra, and I use it for my emails. I use it for my email marketing. I use it for my memberships. I use it for creating landing pages. So that's all I use it for. There is a collaborative, or not collaborative, there's a parallel program or product called ClickFunnels, which is super popular, which has been around longer than Kartra. But Kartra does everything that ClickFunnels does, and it's a little more seamless to use than ClickFunnels in a lot of different ways. And so I'm having somebody build a website for me inside of Kartra. And I asked the guy, how did you find out about Kartra? And he said, I found out about Kartra at Funnel Hacking Live. Funnel Hacking Live is a ClickFunnels event. And so I told Alex that when we were talking yesterday. I said, man, because he promotes Kartra, but he also knows, the founder of ClickFunnels. He knows the founder of Kartra because he's been in that world forever. And he said, do you want to know who Kartra's top affiliate is? An affiliate is somebody who refers, people to a particular product or service. And I said, yeah, who is Kartra's top affiliate? He said, Russell Brunson. Spoiler alert, Russell Brunson is the founder of ClickFunnels. And so I'm just sitting there like, are you kidding me right now? Russell Brunson, the owner of ClickFunnels, is the top affiliate for his direct competition? What? And as my friend and business partner, Stan Pearson II, always says, that is proof that the game is rigged. What does this mean for us? There's no such thing as competition. There's only cooperating. Now, in certain instances, right, if you are a brick and mortar business and you're trying to get a certain number of people to, sign up for your cable or your security package or something like that, then yeah, you're kind of limited to physical where you go there. or if you're like a restaurateur or you own a restaurant or a food truck or something, there's only so many people that can patronize. But I dare to say, because of how our world is set up now, virtual opportunities and your ability to teach what you know, this holds true for pretty much any industry. So, whatever industry you're in, if you're brand new and you're like, I want to get into this, seek out the big dogs, see what they're doing. See if they'll plug you. See if they'll let you share some value with their customers. And if you are a big dog or you're a big fish, we're talking about big fishes, little ponds. If you're a big fish, hey, throw a line to some of the smaller fish because it just makes you look better. And for speakers, a lot of speakers listen to me, a lot of speakers watch me. If you're a speaker, if you're a writer, think about it like this. If you quote the big fish in your industry, that's just going to make it seem like you know them. If I quote Tony Robbins and I quote it well and people know of Tony Robbins, but they don't know him deep, they're going to be like, wow, that Odell really studies. Because I've heard of Tony Robbins. I've heard of Eric Thomas. I've heard of Inky Johnson. If you're in the speaking pond, if you will. So there's no such thing as competition. There's only cooperating. And here's another one-liner that he said. He says, scarcity is not the problem. It's distribution that's the problem. Whoo! That's good preaching. There's more than enough. There's more than enough. But the issue is how we distribute it. We have so much waste as a nation in so many things. Food is thrown out. I remember my dad, he worked at Harris Teeter and he worked in the deli department. And he would always bring home a bunch of bread. He would always bring home stuff because he said, we're just going to throw this away anyway. And now he works as a cook in a nursing home facility. And he brings so much food home, or not home, but he brings it to my grandma. For those of you that know, I record my podcast and all that stuff in my grandma's basement. So my dad will bring all this food to my grandma. My grandma does not have to cook. And he says, yeah, we're just going to throw this away. So scarcity is not the problem. It's the distribution of resources that's the problem. Here's what that means as it relates to your business. There are more than enough customers. That's not the problem. Customers are in abundance. There are billions of people all over the world. And if you feel like for some reason you can't operate outside your country, just think most industries are made up of less than 1,000 groups. Think about the Fortune 500. The Fortune 500 are just the 500 biggest companies within Fortune, or the Forbes 100. So it's not 1,000 different companies that dominate. It's only a few. It's only a few. If you think about media, ABC, NBC, those big networks, there's only a few of them. There's not that many. And there's even fewer companies that own those names. Scarcity is not the problem. Don't get into your industry, whatever industry it is, whether you're a writer, whether you're a speaker, whether you are a brick and mortar business, whether you're professional, like a lawyer, a doctor, or anything. Don't get into this and think, oh, well, there's only so much room. There's too much. You can't take all the business. That's what I tell my speakers all the time. And when a product that I promote, it's called Speaker Leads. If you purchase Speaker Leads, then you get email names and list of people to email. Odell, why do you give it out? I can't speak to all those clients even if I wanted to. And at this point in my career, I don't want to. So why not pass it on? That's how we've got to think. We can't think of, well, let me just hold this back. No, don't hold anything back. Be strategic, right? Be intelligent, right? But don't hold anything back. Distribute all the good that you have. If you know the numbers, most people won't read, won't study. So I could do this same episode. I could do the same episode again in a month. And most people will be like, oh, wow, I never heard that before. You could write a book. 1,000 people buy your book. The numbers show that out of those 1,000 people that buy your book, 900 won't read it cover to cover. Most of them won't even get past the first chapter. Scarcity is not the problem, it's distribution. Take that in. I just wanted to share that with you all. You all know how this goes. We have so many things that will help you grow your business. If you are a speaker and an author specifically, you want to make sure that you are plugged into our world. And if you ever have any questions, feel free to message me on social media. Feel free to shoot me an email. This is Odell Bazell. I'll see you at the top, not from the top. Remember, you're a big fish. The world is a little pond. Talk to you soon.